Alright guys, so our few days in Rome has come to an end. I have packed up my stuff and I'm about to head to the airport to go to Vienna and visit some family I have there. So I'm really excited about that, but at the same time I'm really nervous because this is my first time flying by myself. I'm doing it in a foreign country and a new airport, and then I have to get out to the airport, which is going to be a whole nother thing, but it's going to be okay. I can do it, but I am a little anxious about it, so I'll follow along. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got here to the airport okay. Got through security, found my gate and everything just fine. But my flight has been delayed by nearly 4 hours. So that's not fun. So I'm currently just sitting in the airport, waiting around, waiting to figure out if and when I'm going to get to board and get on my flight this evening. So I'm not going to get to Vienna till probably 1 o'clock in the morning, which is not ideal, but this is out of my control. So we're just going to live and deal with it. So follow along. Alright, so it is now 10:30. My flight was supposed to leave a little over 2 hours ago. We're not going to be boarding for another half an hour, and then our flight's not leaving for over an hour. I'm going to get to Vienna at about 1:20 in the morning. So that's where we're at. Morale is high though. I'm still excited. I'm ready to be on a plane, ready to be out of this airport. We're finally about to board. So on Friday morning, we got up and we went to the Schönbrunn Palace, which was the summer home of the imperial family of Austria. So take a look. And then the cool thing about Schönbrunn Palace was that up on the hill in the gardens, there is a patio area kind of thing where you can go up on the roof and you can see a beautiful panoramic view of the city. So after the Schönbrunn Palace, we walked over to the Karlskirche, which is a Baroque-style church in the heart of Vienna. It's one of my favorite buildings that I've ever studied, so it was awesome to get to see it in person. And the coolest part was that there's actually some restoration work going on in the church right now, so we were able to go up in an elevator and walk around on some scaffolding at the top, and able to look down and look out through the windows, which is a really unique thing and a very rare thing to get to do, so go ahead and look at that. And then after the Karlskirche, we walked over and we got to tour Mozart's apartment. Well, one of Mozart's apartments that he lived in while he was in Vienna. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to take pictures in there, but it was awesome to get to walk around and see that and just be where Mozart was at one point or another. And then the best thing that we did on Friday was that I got surprised with tickets to go see an orchestra concert of Mozart's most famous pieces. So that was a really awesome surprise. Thank you, Shelton and Dee, for that. I had a really awesome time at that. I've always wanted to see an orchestra concert performed in Vienna, so this was a really awesome once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So then Saturday, we got up and we went back into Vienna, and we walked around and saw the Hofburg Palace, which was the winter home of the imperial family of Austria. And again, unfortunately, we weren't able to take a whole lot of pictures, but here's a couple things that I did get to see. And then after the Hofburg Palace, we made our way over to the Imperial Crypt, which is where everyone in the imperial family of Austria is buried. And so I was able to take a couple cool pictures of that as well. Take a look. So Sunday we spent the day in Baden, which is where my family lives that I was visiting, and we got to take a tour of one of Beethoven's apartments. And it was cool because this apartment specifically was where he wrote his Ninth Symphony, which includes the piece that everyone knows, Ode to Joy. So it was awesome to get to walk around and see that. There was actually like pieces of his hair that they had on display. And then it was amazing to get to sit in his apartment and listen to Ode to Joy where it was written. So take a look at this. So all in all, I had a fantastic time in Austria. Vienna is such a beautiful city. Thank you again so much to Shelton and Dee, the family I was visiting. I had an amazing time, and I hope to be able to come back and visit y'all again soon. Auf Wiedersehen!